Vasyl Lomachenko versus George Kambosos coming to you live May 11 from the RAC Arena in Perth, Australia. This bout will be contested over 12 rounds in the lightweight division, which means that there will be a weight limit set at 135 pounds for this contest. This bout is also for the vacant IBF Lightweight Championship of the world. Vasyl Lomachenko will enter the ring with a record of 17-3, with 11 of his wins coming by way of knockout. Now, the stats do suggest that Vasyl Lomachenko will have a power punching advantage, as Lomachenko will be boasting a 65% knockout ratio in comparison to George Kambosos having a 48% knockout ratio. George Kambosos will enter the ring with a record of 21-2, with 10 of his wins coming by way of knockout. Now, George Kambosos will be the least experienced professional fighter in this contest. George Kambosos has amassed a total of 166 rounds in comparison to Vasyl Lomachenko having fought 188 professional rounds. Vasyl Lomachenko has beaten 3 of his last 5 opponents, stopping one of those opponents along the way. However, Lomachenko did lose a very close decision to Devin Haney in his last time out. George Kambosos has also beaten 3 of his last 5 opponents. And the last time that we saw George Kambosos, he won a very sketchy majority decision over Maxie Hughes. Now, when it comes to quality of competition, Vasyl Lomachenko has fought the far better opposition. We have seen Vasyl Lomachenko in the ring with fighters such as Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, Nick Walters, Richard Comey, Jermaine Ortiz, Orlando Salido, and Masayoshi Nakatani. Now, in terms of recent activity, both Lomachenko and George Kambosos are pretty much dead even, fighting their last 5 fights over a span of 3 years and 6 months. Vasyl Lomachenko versus George Kambosos is a very important fight for both of our fighters. Vasyl Lomachenko will be looking to get back on track after he lost a very close decision to Devin Haney, a fight in which many believe that Vasyl Lomachenko won, or that fight should have been scored a draw. Now, George Kambosos will look to stay on track and look better than he did in his last performance against Maxie Hughes. And in that fight with Maxie Hughes, we saw George Kambosos pretty much get outboxed. I thought Kambosos lost that fight. He could not stop getting hit with that left hand. I mean, his chin was a magnet for Maxie Hughes' left hand. And we know that Lomachenko is a southpaw, and he has better footwork than Maxie Hughes and the far better skill than Maxie Hughes. And with that being said, here at Rounds Boxing Club, we're taking Vasyl Lomachenko to defeat George Furiosos Kambosos. And we'll even step out on a limb and say that Lomachenko will knock out George Kambosos in between rounds 7 and 10. To keep up with the latest in the world of boxing, be sure to jab that subscribe button. You can also give us a follow over on Instagram or TikTok at Rounds Boxing Club. And as always, like, subscribe, protect yourself at all times. We out. Peace.
Yo, this is Jeremy Zero Hill. You're watching Rounds Boxing Club.